This is Loyalist Lancers Sports in 30. Men's volleyball versus the Cite Coyotes from October 19th, 2024. Stephen Chill with the play-by-play.
Welcome on inside of the home opener for this Loyalist Lancers men's volleyball squad. Just on the women's play, Cite taking the first point here in the men's set. You see Xavier Prudhomme to serve. And good arch ball on that first touch, gonna get tapped back over from the Coyotes. Brazil on the set, over from Lavelli. Big swing coming through on the far side. Gonna add another point to Cite. How do we keep that in? Bid coming through Kian Titus of the Lancers. Still serving Prudhomme. Hoping to make it 3 in a row for Cite. Starts ball with a swing, a diving effort on the other side from Arthur. It's on Menji. And over for Cite, and another big swing coming through from Titus. Lancers still with it. Tap back down from Lavelli. Cite resetting. Trying to set something up. And Bazil. Lancers got a huge block in the front line. I think we're turning that to Evan Westerman, standing at 6'4", his second year with this Loyalist squad. Tobias Archibald, one of the rookies on this Lancer squad. He's coached by Chris Jenkins in his 12th year. Huge spin and serve coming through. Cite's not able to handle it. First one of the game for the Lancers. Ball big swing and serve again this time. Oh my goodness. Didn't know if it was going to touch the rafters or not. Initially went up on a nice spin. It didn't touch, but curved a little bit and hit the rafters. So Lancers take the lead for the first time at 3-2. By Archibald, another serve coming up. Decides to go against the spinner this time for a little bit of a drop in. Cite having a reset. Basil ends up getting it over. Now for the Lancers, Archibald does the same. Cite kind of scrambling to get this over, does so. Westerman now going to do a set for Titus. Volley on Menji. Going to reset the horse on the far side. It swings through the block of the Coyotes. That's going to go out. So 1-2. So Tobias Archibald continuing his service run here. Lancers up by 2 in this first set. Hard serve coming through, but that is going to be a no-go. You'll see Jason Leveye is over in the set. Titus will take that down. So we'll see Evan Westerman now. Westerman serves over. First touch by Arthur. Big swing coming on through. Out of points for the Coyotes. So Magnifique will put that out. Kian Titus. A new addition to this Lancer squad in his first year. Huge spinning serve. Just misses the back corner. Wouldn't want to be on the other end of that. So now we have Joel Vesey. Forster sets that up. And re-get it here from Donnelly. Coyotes scrambling, not able to come up with it. Just took a 2-point lead here early. Carson Orser actually went to Bayside Secondary School here in Belleville in his 3rd year. Just taps that over the net. Arthur's able to get it. A big set for Nadeau. Coyotes going to get that one. Big seam Nadeau. It's over, popped up. Donnelly. They set it here. Things down from Cannon. Hitting with a ledge serve. Doesn't get enough strength on that. Patnode. Over a spinner of his own. Able to get that down. Coyotes scrambling to get that back over. Does so. Nice pop up from Singh. Beside Archibald. Able to get that over. Get it down. Sorry, Xavier Arthur. Trying to keep the play alive. Lancers up 9-7. Donnelly. Arthur on that first touch. But Patnode decides to just send it right back over. Coyotes scrambling. Leveye calls for it, able to get that over. Westerman on the other side. Lancers able to set that up. Get a kill. Donnelly again. Arthur on that first touch. So it comes through. And Archibald hits that blocking wall of the Coyotes. But ends up falling on the Coyote side and not able to recover it. Donnelly. Going through for Patnode. It's put over Orser with a timing effort. Oh my goodness. Leveye trying reaching over to put that down, but the ball wasn't close enough, just ends up dropping anyway. Serve from Prudhomme. Now to Archibald. Cite's not able to handle that. That's going to send Tobias Archibald to serve. Great offensive play by himself. Big swing comes down. I see. It goes Point La Cite. Jason Lavelay. Orser. Donnelly. Titus. Oh, the collision right there from La Cite. They're still able to handle that. Huge effort from Kean Titus here. Ranger squad looking good early. Coyotes are down right now, but it's good to see the amount of effort where they're trying to drive for each of these balls. Sometimes colliding, so they work out the communication just a little bit. But Coyotes going to pick up that point. See it bang to feet. Lumbala. Starts the ball, puts that off the rafters here at the Lancerdome. Again, one of the smaller gyms in the OCAA. Someone call it a home field advantage, not necessarily on that point. Titus coming through on a huge swing again. La Cite trying to have that blocking line. Basia and Nadeau. Titus, the spinner. A little bit of an awkward set from Patnode. And they're getting pushed over nonetheless. And on the other side, Orser into the back part of the court. Just inbounds. Lancers with a 4-point lead. Kean Titus again. Another spinner. Referee calling both captains over here. Not really sure. La Cite with it. Gabio La Abassi. Trying to close the 2-point deficit. Gonna go off the net. Orser inches up by 3. Over awkward first touch. Several teammates go running. That'd be a Prudhomme. On the way, that's her from Orser. We're going to see a substitution. Tristan Drew, one of the rookies of this La Cite squad. La Cite having 7 rookies. Orser waiting for the signal here. Not sure. Orser serve. Drew not able to bring down that hefty serve from Orser, so credit him with the ace. Lancers lead 18-13. Orser puts that off the net, so now 18-14. Basia puts it out, so it's going to be good. So Petru, blocked by the Lancers, able to reset. Bala. Not sure if it was an awkward swing or just didn't get the right jump off there. Puts it into the net. Lancers ahead by 6. 5 points to go to take the first set. Referee going to give the point to the Lancers. On a 2-touch. And to see the first timeout of the game from David Coyne in his 3rd year. Lancers up 21-14. Simon Cannon. Here hoping to bring home the first set win. Last round with a quick jump on the side. La Cite just types it over. Donnelly doing the same. We set up for the back. Basia. Coyotes getting that point. Big swing coming through. Archibald able to keep that up. Run out to the front of the net. Bigger bodies on the Coyote side. Making sure that stays. Lavelay at that front. Puts it at 6'5". Archibald pops it to Donnelly. Back to Archibald. Swing comes through. Pulled by Patnode. Referee going to give the point to the Lancers. Good effort from Patnode to keep that alive, but referee's going to say that La Cite touched the net. So Lancers 2 points from taking this first set. Donnelly rolls that off the net. Gets that ace. One of the harder serve this time around. Bala, the big swing. That's going to be sent to Archibald on the far side. La Cite getting up that big block with Patnode and Lavelay. Good Evan Westerman in the middle for the Lancers at 6'4". Trying to defend all of these plays is Connolly. To Westerman. Bounced off the Coyotes for a block. Coyotes able to reset. Reset on the far side. Finds it as Lancers are at set point. Archibald over that swing. An awkward touch. From La Cite. Maybe reset. Westerman hits off Lavelay on that block. Coyotes get that point. So we'll see Petru. Winds up serving that into the net, giving the Lancers their first set win of this season. Lancers have 1-0, taking that one 25-19. We'll be back. Second half action over there. Patnode. Here comes through. It'll be an ace right off the bat Gerb Singh looking at that saying, my bad. Should have tried getting that one. Thought it was going out. Donnelly with the serve. First touch there by C. A wild block on the front side from Archibald and Westerman against Petru. Donnelly. Petru on that first. Umbala puts it through. Singh. Puts up Titus. Point Lancerdome. Donnelly. Titus. Fires it down the back corner. Archibald again on a long string earlier in the first set. The serves. Lancerdome able to get that over. There's 2 touches. Titus, big swing for that kill. Archibald off the tip of the net, going for that ace. Archibald again, this time not opting for 2. Heavy of a serve. Around the front, Labelay not able to get that set. Lancers move up 6-2. Very, very strong showing. Really on here in the second set. Lancers, of course, taking that first. The first as well. Archibald on a long string of serves here. This one, oh my goodness, almost touched the roof, but went to the spot where that wasn't. And Westerman getting a big block. The Lancers move up 7-2. We got a timeout from David O'Coin. We'll be right back. Archibald continuing his run. Let's see if the timeout has any impact. Big serve comes through, and it does just that. The Coyotes' turn. And Jason Louvet is up and over. Seeing Archibald coming together, but still managed to get it over. Westerman thinks about getting a block on that. Not going to be that. Referee going to give the point for the Lancers. A little bit of scrambling on both sides of the floor. Westerman. Goes over off the net. Gets tipped. Lancerdome manages to get it over. Not only trying to make a set for Orser. Orser goes up with that swing. Oh my goodness. Ends up being good. The ball was going over the net. I didn't think Orser was going to really get a hand on it. But Lumbala, I believe, tried kind of doing the same thing as Orser, and Orser just getting the best of that. Match is up 9-3 now. Westerman, heavy shot, throwing that first touch. Go to the far side to Bessia. There's Archibald trying to keep it up because Chris Jenkins trying to give an assist on that, but the referee's going to say that's going to be a Coyote point. Ball out. Orser reaching high to get that. They're shoved over from Cannon. Lancerdome with an opportunity to reset. Or make the most of it. Not able to do so. Lancers continue their strong start to the second set, so much so that Lancerdome is going to be a substitution here. We've seen Pascal Tremblay, Kian Titus, Bilabasi, Archibald. Titus trying to set up a big set to Orser, but so much so that it ends up being a 2-touch. Basi. Orser gets it. Donnelly sets up Orser. Orser going sky high to put that up. Umbala getting set of his own, but puts that into the net. Our teams trying to show each other who's got more bounce. First touch by Arthur. They'll get through Lance. His opportunity now. Cannon. Back right corner. So it's over. Popped up by Archibald. Donnelly. Archibald puts off the block inside. Pascal Tremblay recently checked in. The Lance is going to come up with it. He's going to send Cannon to the wall. Gets that over. Set from Laballet. Petru. Now Lance is with it. Archibald tries to go for the floater. Petru pops it up. They get reset here. Lance is trying to get a block, aren't able to do so. Westerman having to go for a tap. Lancerdome just puts it over. Lance just to reset here. Trying to come up with it. Archibald, a big swing. Gets that down for the kill. This serve. Don't see Pascal Tremblay. Oh, it's just to Westerman. Westerman tries swinging on that quickly. Not sure if Westerman meant that or Donnelly for the serve. Archibald with it. Goes to Westerman. Archibald able to keep that alive with the block of Lancerdome. Titus just sends it back over. Lancerdome able to recoup, but aren't able to get an early setup correctly. And Westerman just taps that down in front of the net. Lancers ahead 15-9. Lancers going to get the point off of that. Lancerdome not ready for it. 16-9. Lancers continue. Have the lead here. And Donnelly throwing the ball to Orser to get it back from him. Not really sure why. Donnelly to serve. Going to be a little bit too heavy. Petru for the Coyotes. Zing to Donnelly and to Westerman. Point's going to go over. Be a two-touch. I think from Donnelly's set. Wasn't going to be a point either way. Donnelly and Westerman trying to connect, having a little bit of trouble the past few minutes. And connecting on timing. Orser, right on. Ball going for a floater. Gonna be Tremblay. Put this up on the far side. Bassi capitalizing. Petru again. There see Titus. Ends up going off the Lassie tape block, but they are able to recover and send it back to Lancers, so they get another crack at it. Titus again, and this time not hitting any of the block. Great effort that first time around. He's not able on that second. So Tobias Archibald has continuously had a long stretch of service runs. Back at it. Over the floater. Arthur grabs that first. Lumbala decides to tap that off the block of the Lancers. Great decision making. Westerman and the Donnelly connection. Finally seeing some magic on that. Petru. It's at the Basia. Westerman gets a hand on it. It drops down. Okay, Lumbala serve now for the Coyotes. Coyotes trailing by 4. Instead of the front to Cannon. Lassie T scrambling a little bit. Arthur gets it over. Singh. Donnelly. The Cannon. The ball keeps alive. Arthur just taps it over to Singh again. Donnelly able to go with it. Orser gets that through. Lancers looking for a sweep if possible. Not wanting to get ahead of ourselves here. But in prime position to do so as we see Titus pulled for Sam Grodin. Grodin in his 4th year playing in the OCAA. Do not believe he was with the Lancer squad last year, though, so curious about the backstory there. Coyotes now, Cannon trying to get a block. Block doesn't end up happening, but Lassie Tay called for touching the net, so point Lancer. Grodin. It's Petru. Point over to the Lancers. Referee calls it. In over the net. Taking a little bit longer on that one. In the net. Ball in the hand of Bassi. Coyotes needing to stop. The next 4 points from the Lancers. Well, sets up Cannon, goes off the block. And that's going to be 3 points. Orser, Petru on that touch. Lancers performing phenomenally here. Now just 2 points away. Arthur on that first touch. Tremblay setting that up for Petru on the far side. Lancers not really getting a good look throughout that, and Coyotes make the most of it. Maxime Nadeau. Gives over again, Orser. Donnelly. Is that over? Yeah, point for the Coyotes. First on that first touch, Donnelly and Archibald. Top the block of Lassie Tay, and the referee's going to give the point to the Lancers. Lassie Tay touching the net. Now Lancers on set point. Again, looking really good here. We're going to see a substitution. And Decosis now serving for set point. Decosis looking like it's going to be a spinner here. Serves that one into the net. Not what the Lancers were looking for. There to see Pascal Tremblay. Orser to Donnelly and to Westerman, who taps that down. The Lancers going to go on 2-0 here. Winning this one 25-18. Lancers looking for that sweep. We'll be back in set 3. All right, off to the 3rd set we go with Sean Donnelly on the serve. Petru takes it, Tremblay. Gonna set it here for Bruno. The Lancers getting that block. Put it Westerman, as you heard from the in-house announcer. Donnelly pops that up. Bruno, Orser, Archibald, Tremblay, Petru. Paint that back corner, not able to do so. Donnelly. Further pops it to Tremblay. Go back to Prudhomme. There's three almost in every single play last few seconds here. Just 6 minutes. Time moves quickly. There's 3. There's Lancerdome. Get that point. True. That over is going to be Orser. A Westerman. Now Tobias Archibald back at the line again. One of the new additions to the Lancers squad who has been mightily impressive. This is all the rookies that we've seen today. Could be Bessie. Archibald puts that up. He's just trying to get over. Going to be blocked from Coyotes, so they're going to be able to reset. Titus having to face a double block. And not able to recover. Overlay with the serve. And Orser puts too much weight on that, straight to the rafters. So Levier, we're tied up at 3 in this third set. Goes to the serve. Orser tries coming up with that. Back-to-back. Mishandles for Orser. Donnelly just puts that over. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll say over the net from the referee. Orser letting that drop as it was out of bounds from Leveille. It's going to be Westerman's turn to serve. Lancers trailing just by 1. Lancers haven't really been behind much throughout these first 2 sets. Now in the third. Serves good Arthur on that first touch. Tremblay. Big block from the Lancers side, but they're going to be calling for touch in the net. Prudhomme. Sing. Cannon was calling him for it. He goes back to Archibald, and oh my goodness, Tobias Archibald just absolutely decimated that. Titus. Petru makes a dime. Didn't able to come up with it. Tied up at 6. Arthur almost touching the rafters on that first touch, but doesn't do so. Credit Prudhomme with that kill as Carson Orser, excuse me, gets an arm on it, but just shoots it out. Bessie does swing over, and Orser not able to get through that front line of Tremblay and Nadeau. Coyotes ahead by 2. Gives the Lancers a freebie. Orser paying the misserve with a misserve. Nadeau in his second year. They have 3 misserves back to back to back. Simon Kenton trying to put an end to this drought of serves and does so. Almost touching the rafters, but not going to do so. Lancers quickly tap that back with an awkward set inside of Lancerdome. As Prudhomme tries jumping up to put that over, but not getting enough strength on that. Kind of just spinning, falls in the net in front of him. So point Lancers tied up at 9. Cannon, Tremblay to Laveille. Big block on the front side there by Laveille. The Coyotes go back up by 2. Orser pops it up. Lancers able to recover after the Coyotes get a hand on it. Archibald unable to get enough spin. Or excuse me, I guess they did count that, or at least it went off the tip. Pardon me, there's a point for the Lancers here. Only 1 behind now. Donnelly, Arthur, Tremblay, Petru. Put that down. Donnelly's able to keep it alive. We fight at the net here. And the roof is going to play a factor in that. A little dump in from Prudhomme. And Donnelly sending that sky high. Petru. Orser to Donnelly. Far side, Titus ends up hitting that off the block. And Prudhomme. Going to be a point for the Lancers squad here. There's Tobias Archibald. Big swing coming through, and Petru able to handle that. Mighty impressive, and then going back, trying to get in on the offensive side of things after a great defensive effort. We're going to see a timeout on the floor called by David Aucoin and the Lancerdome Coyotes. Tied up at 2, Tobias Archibald after that timeout. 12-12. Arthur with that dive, never Tremblay sets it up for Lavallee. And Westerman. You get a tiny bit of a block, but not enough. Levier A bit of a collision there on the side of the Lancers. And Orser going to put that off the block of the Coyotes, but Singh and Archibald gliding. Looked like Archibald took a little bit of a tumble afterwards. Turns for an injury for half a second there, but both of them look good. It's Westerman now. It's over Arthur. Tremblay's running for it. Big Bessie Archibald puts that up. Westerman having to be the center on this. Orser taps it along. Patru, Tremblay, Bessie. Big block on the front there with Titus and Cannon. And Archibald going for a dip. Lancite able to keep it alive. Phenomenal effort coming through from Tremblay. And Titus going off the block on the front. Long rally there. Lancers becoming the best of it. Westerman. They're going to end up painting that corner. The bench said that was out. The referee calls that in. Both sides. And we're going to have a change of call here. They're going to say that was out. Not too sure on that. Would have to check the replay. Luckily, you guys at home. And move back a couple seconds. See Prudhomme. Now Orser. Connolly. Corrected to Nadeau. Titus. Now gets that big wall of Lancite. Represents there's going to be 4 touches for the Lancers. Lancite ahead by 2. They're getting down to crunch time. Lancers with a 2-set lead. Here Prudhomme. Orser. Donnelly at the front to Cannon. Xavier Arthur, the recipients of that play. Lancers hoping to kind of come in a little bit of their own here to get this opportunity now. Lancite didn't capitalize immensely on theirs, but Lancers kind of nicely put it back to them. Next one comes through from Nadeau, but definite double block on the front from the Lancers. We're at 16-16. Titus fires that into the net. Orser on the first touch. Donnelly sets up Orser again. Orser going off that block. Not going to happen. We're going to see a timeout on the floor from Chris Jenkins, wanting to make sure that this potential sweep doesn't slowly slip away. Lancite in the lead at 18-16. Dolan Bassi. Archibald on that first touch. Donnelly going to set up on the far side to Orser. Goes for a tap. He put that off the block with the Coyotes, so timeout works. Lancers still back a point. You're going to see Sam Groden in to serve a few. Serve ends up going into the net. Not what the Lancers were hoping for at all on that substitution. There we go. It's over. Sing on that first touch. Coyotes tried putting that back, but they kind of put it back on their own end. Quick plays, good reaction time, but unfortunately wasn't the way that they were hoping for. See Oma DeCasas. Coaches get the serve over, and it's going to be an ace. As Vilveye mishandles. Coaches. Lancers having a tough time serving his last few points. 1-point game with Lancite ahead in 2019. Donnelly to Archibald, tries to spin that off, gets touched, but the referee on the far side is going to say the Coyotes touched the net. Vilveye trying to plead his case that was not what happened. But Donnelly headed the line. Donnelly with the serve. Arthur grabs it and going to put that off the Raptors. So for a long time, the game being tied for Lancite with the lead. The Lancers now make their mark as there's going to be a double substitution for the Coyotes. Going to be Tremblay checking in, as well as Xavier Prudhomme. Connolly with it as we are in crunch time. 4 points for the Lancers to sweep. Connolly goes back as he puts it up to Tremblay. Back to Bassi, but it's going to end up being a Prudhomme who takes it. And Titus going for a nifty little shuffle that Arthur keeps alive for half a second. Tremblay and Vilveye, trying to come up with it, not able to do so after that first touch, and so we're going to see another timeout from David Aucoin and the Coyotes. Lancers 3 points away from the sweep. Well, serve Arthur on that first touch. Tremblay making sure to get there in time, does so. Prudhomme taps it over. That's going to be Archibald. It's a swing on it, but it's going to be out, but it's going to be a tip off the blocking efforts of the Coyotes. So Archibald been a little lucky off that, unless you just card it the misdirection off the tip. Donnelly. The through earth on the first touch, Tremblay. Set up to Prudhomme. And getting that point to keep Lancite in this. The true. See on that first touch, Donnelly says to Westerman, goes out that block, and it's going to be match point for this Loyalist Lancers squad. Going to add a W to their category on the home opener. Archibald, the spinner comes through. Arthur's going to hit that. It's going to end up going off the roof, and the Lancers take the sweep for the home opener against the Lancite Coyotes. 3-0, winning this last one 25-21. Just as a friendly reminder, of course, all the games are now here on YouTube, so we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel as the boys do a little bit of a jig. Don't forget, if you're wanting to watch soccer, basketball, the home opener was yesterday. You can check those all out on the channel. My name's Stephen Schill. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.